And hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Dishwasher Baby, hopefully sounding a lot better than in my last few episodes. It has been a few days, so I'm just trying to kind of catch up with things, remind myself quite where I was, everything like that. So we just barely bought the station house and got our research bench. We actually even upgraded that to level 3. And then we went and bought some ancient science textbooks. And these ancient science books will allow us to research some of the more important texts. We need steel bars for the weaponsmithing, and plate armor crafting is going to be very, very useful. Some of the things that I want to do today are goals that I did have when I was finishing up the last episode. I want to try and get a Scorchlander on our squad. If I can get a Scorchlander on our squad, it'll be really, really useful. I am going to go ahead and actually split these up. I'm going to have Terran actually trade these with Dishwasher Baby. There we go. Dishwasher Baby is hungry. So what we're going to do about that is we're just going to have Dishwasher Baby actually keep some food on him. Turn his jobs on, so that way he's not just sitting around doing nothing for me. And here we go. Let's see, there's some food. He'll need more than that. I can't afford more than that, but here's the thing. We do have copper, so sell what we can, buy what we can, and call that good. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Terran or, let's see, we have, Zim would be free to go, and Zim is probably a good choice, so no one's going to be following Zim. Let's have him go to stack. Now, I'm pretty sure there's no one else's stack, but I don't remember, and I mean, as you could probably tell, a lot of this series is going to be recorded. I know I've been saying, hey, leave suggestions, stuff like that. A lot of this series is honestly going to be recorded by the time I put this out onto YouTube from the way that things are looking. I don't know if that is going to change. I do apologize, honestly, for the terrible audio quality of my previous episodes. I'm actually just barely kind of shifting the setup that I have. The microphone that I'm currently using is actually, I mean, it's a good microphone for this kind of stuff. It's definitely not a bad one to use at all. But it's definitely a different application than I was using it for before. This is a microphone that originally I was using to communicate inside of my booth, where I have a microphone set up much more to be actually used for this kind of thing. Let's see, I'm just checking these places. I remember them being empty, but I also remember people going to these places. Sometimes they're empty, sometimes they're not. So this one's still empty. That's fine. I don't think I've checked Blister Hills, so let's go there. I'm pretty sure in one of these towns here, I can't remember where I find her, but there's a Scorchlander named Molly. She is kind of who I'm looking for right now. She'll definitely be the one who is going to be doing my smithing. Now, I'm probably not going to have her do a lot of fighting. I want her to be smithing most of the time. I think initially I'm going to have her creating leather armor, preferably leather turtlenecks. I mean, that's another goal that we need to have, is just go into stores and buying. Oh, sorry, I just got distracted there a little bit. No surprise. But yeah, going to stores and buying blueprints. Jeez, that took me forever to think of. But yeah, blueprints are what I'm talking about here. It's just a couple of hungry bandits. Ice and Khalid. Ruka are fighting hungry bandits. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that, especially if Dishwasher Baby goes down and helps. These two should honestly be helping as well. I don't really know why they're not, but whatever, honestly, I'm not too worried about that. I'll let that fight happen. Not even worried about it. There shouldn't be any problems there. And I can even keep an eye on them just to see. Yeah, it looks like they're getting beat up pretty bad there. Fleet already went down. Ice is down. I can have them go and help a little bit. Yeah, I'm really actually quite surprised that that's how that ended up. Definitely quite surprised about that. But how many are there? That's really crazy to me. Because when I first looked, it definitely did not look like there were that many of them. Like there's quite a few. And stand back. Wash baby, stand back. Yeah, these fighters are not good yet. Not at all. And it really shows. But it's alright. Getting your ass kicked is a very important part of this game. I almost wish I could just turn melee off. It's like, just don't even try. And Ruka was one of the people I had carrying food. But he didn't seem to stick to that, really. Keep running away. Jesus Christ. I am absolutely shocked. Like, it seems like they're multiplying. Usually, instead of multiplying, they actually kind of divide and end up, like disappearing, getting shredded. But it just seems like we don't have anywhere near the skills that I'm actually used to playing this game with. So, it's just a little weird to me. Oren, okay, never mind. Khalid, why don't you worry about these guys before, Terran, why don't you worry about these guys before? Yeah, I'm just gonna keep running around, keep shooting them down. They'll have a bunch of shit on them. Zim is aimless now. Where is he? Okay, he's actually near Blister Hill, so we'll have him go into Blister Hill. That way he's not just standing around outside the town waiting to get killed. That was weird. But yeah, having these guys get knocked down again and again will increase their toughness, which is really good. Definitely not a bad thing to have a lot of toughness on these characters. These guys, on the other hand, these guys aren't going to get a lot of toughness. They're my lifeline, really. I do need them. No, guys, come on, let's deal with the problems here first before we start fucking healing everybody up. There's no real point in healing everybody up right now, because they're just going to get their asses knocked down again. Like, the healing does help. Don't get me wrong. But it'll still be really easy to knock them right back down. So we've got to, get these guys taken care of. As I like to say, punch their baby. Then we can deal with the other stuff later. And they're not that great at precision shooting or anything like that. Can you please take care of that guy? There we go. Awesome. And now they'll start healing everybody up. I am going to have them also put everybody in beds. That's fine, not really hurting on money that badly or anything. That's the only thing that it really affects. And while they're doing this, I'm going to return back to Zim really quickly. Now I'm going to try and make sure that I'm not spending a whole lot of time here looking at Zim while they're doing their thing. So I want to make sure the game's paused every second that I don't, that I'm not doing exactly what I came here to do. So every single second that I'm not doing that, I'm going to have this game paused. Immediately just check here. God, there's no one. All these bars are ghost towns. It's just crazy to me. It's like, what the fuck? I've not seen that. Like, not really at all in this game. It's weird. Really weird to me to just see empty bar after empty bar, Like, what the hell? Greenlander, that's a really useful guy to have, but not what I'm looking for at all. Just all Greenlanders. I don't know. I really don't know. Look at it. Sorry to bother you. Alright. And there aren't any other bars in town. So this, well, it's not entirely a waste of time. Actually, there is one more bar. Let's take a look at it. While this isn't like a waste of time, it really is a bit of a bummer that it's so empty. And at this point, I'm just going to check back on these guys. What I really want them to do is hurry the hell up, get everyone situated so that we don't have to worry about it. But that was good, actually. One of the reasons why I like this spot is because it's not necessarily safe. You're going to have times where people try to attack you. Let's see, recovery coma. Yeah, none of them are really getting up anytime soon. So, fuck, man. Sometimes this loading definitely gets a little bit on my nerves. Yeah. Yep. I just can't go over close enough to actually make sure I'm clicking on the things I want to click on. Christ, there's a whole nother band of hungry bandits. They'll probably fuck with us, knowing my luck on this playthrough. Yeah, why did Ruka not have those in her backpack? I feel like that was nowhere near how I had that set up. But whatever. It is what it is. Go pick up ice. Alright, dishwash baby. Okay, cool. So I did click on 2 different beds. That's awesome. Pick up one. Okay, great. So some semblance of normalcy is now being restored again. I will have Taryn take ice to that bed and dishwash baby. Just any one of those. And now to see what's going on with Zim here. That's not a Scorchlander. And it's Trader's Guild. I thought it would be something like that, honestly. So, I think I already checked bad teeth. I don't really know where would be best to look next, but since I am so far along this path, coming from in his town and he needs to do a bag check. I'm leaving your town. If I have goods that are illegal on me when I'm leaving your town, I'm doing you a fucking service. Jesus, these people, this is fucking bullshit, I say, honestly. But yeah, every time. Even though the bridge is loaded in now on my new computer every single time, I still swim across that. I don't know what the hell to do about it. I think it's just because I've got it on 3 times speed and there's literally no other issue there. It's just the 3 times speed. That's all that does it. Alright, that's enough loading for you. Let's get me to where I need to go, please. Alright, and you are operating a machine. Athletics 54, science 44. He's in the dark? No, injuries. No worries. Yeah, see, whenever you see the red numbers there, it means that there's something that is detracting from his skill. Most skills, if you're doing them in the dark, you're going to have a detraction for that. And also most skills, if you're injured, there will be a detraction for that as well. With science, it only affects the speed at which you do it, so it's really not terrible, especially because with science, honestly, a lot of the time you're just kind of honestly, you want it to last a little bit longer than it does sometimes, because you're not going to use most of it right away, and frankly then you have to figure out something else for that person to do. I mean, you don't have to, but it feels like you're behooved, you know. So it's almost a relief not to have that. But I do need to make sure, and this is a mistake that I make all the time, when I'm just using the status, you know, just checking the status of everyone to make sure they're not doing jack shit. See, and what's annoying is I actually want these guys doing jack shit. But since I didn't tell them to go to bed, since they were put in bed by someone else, they will get out of bed and go start working just as soon as they're able. It's a little annoying, considering the fact that, yeah, I'd rather them go heal up. Just more useful to me. But Oren's far enough away from work that she won't get up until I tell her to get up. So, whatever, that's all dandy and fine. It's okay. And I'm just letting things load. Don't want to see a crash. Okay, Zim stopped running, even though I know I didn't tell him to stop there. Some of the pathing in this game is a little bit weird, especially if you're trying to go to somewhere like World's End. Unless you actually click on the piece of ground, so you have to actually physically be close enough to click that piece of ground, that if you try to click into World's End, it's just so likely that the area that you'll click is going to be a place where they can't walk to. Like, even there, yeah, I was just going to say, even there, I'm worried that he's not going to be walking. You know, it's one of those things. It's just crazy how much time it actually wastes. The reason why I came here is to look in the bars, though, so let's do that. Unfortunately, I do have some people here that aren't humans. And I think we even saw like a green or a Scorchlander or two. None of them are hireable, so that's wonderful. Okay, finally, a feckin' Scorchlander, and his name is Feck. I don't give a feckin' feck about his name, but thank fuck we finally found a Scorchlander. Usually I end up getting Molly, and then Feck comes like later. So I don't know if Molly just didn't spawn or something like that. Don't really know. Cannibal Hunter. Guess I just don't really pay all that much attention sometimes. Because then you discover, something that you've never seen before, like a Cannibal Hunter. In a place that you've clearly spent some time in. And apparently you can talk to the Cannibal Hunter leader as well. That's pretty interesting. But we're just going to go take a look at all these bars before we go hire Feck. And I was just in this bar? I really feel like that's not the case. What the hell? Jafar. Oh. Interesting. Very, very interesting. And Zan. Zan hireable? No, they're not. Never mind. Alright, let's talk to this guy, Jafar. 3,000 cats, you're hired. Holy shit, he looks short. Really short. Go ahead and confirm that. Evil King Jafar. For now, I'm going to have him bodyguard Zim. But I will be changing that soon. And we'll go take a look in here. And we'll get Feck as well. Feck should be another person. It only costs 300 cats for me to hire. And I like his name too, Really. It's a great name. Let's just do that. Okay, staying close. Wondrous. I don't think they hate Scorchlanders in the Holy Nation. I don't think they hate Scorchlanders, but honestly, I don't know. We're gonna find out. And Zim, I'm just gonna have you jog. That way Jafar and Feck can keep up. They'll still probably have to run as fast as they can. Let's see, yeah. I mean, it looks like they're running as fast as they can to keep up with him at a jog. I really don't know why Zim stopped there. There's just there's that issue with the pathing there. I really don't know what it is, but just at World's End. There's a few other places, but yeah, for the most part, that's the one that I notice, like every single playthrough, every single time without fail, it stops there and you're just fucked. You just have to manually tell them, alright, go ahead and walk into town, please. And, of course, some sort of combat, probably bone dogs. Yeah, way too many bone dogs. And their legs, too. You fucking kidding me? Yeah, keep running, boys. Keep running. Yeah, see, that's the major issue that you get with the staying close order. Is that they will, instead of running for their lives, like you'd probably order them to, instead of that, they'll stand and fight, even in the worst of situations. So you just have to be ready for that. They will just let themselves die. I would go over there, but frankly, I want to make sure the Zim doesn't just stop. I guess, you know what, I will have Zim just stop so that he can provide some medical assistance to the newbies. I don't know what they were saying to me, but it looks like they are not interested in fighting. Thank fuck. So there you go, confirmation that they don't hate black people, they just hate any non-human or partial non-human even. So as many of these as I can. I don't know why it does that sometimes. I just wish it was consistent, honestly. That's really all I actually care about. Let's see, Ruka's fine, Oren's fine, Khalid is fine, Ice is fine. There we go, everyone's back up and running. Let's get some copper. Okay, and of course, running back, checking on Feck again. Not Feck, Zim. I mean, I am checking on Feck and Jafar, but really Zim is the person I care about right now in terms of person I'm trying to control. I'll have him start sprinting. I find that this control is very useful. You know, I don't care to have everyone follow the slowest person. Oftentimes you can make the leader of your crew the slowest person, and that's just the most effective way to do it. But when you have people that that aren't the leader even, or the slowest in the crew, it's almost better to just like run up ahead of them and then wait until they catch up to you and then run some more. It just keeps them going. It allows you to move faster. Sure, you get split up a bit, and that's what most of the time people are worried about, but I mean, maybe I'll eat these words come very shortly, but I actually don't think of it as much of an issue to get split up like that. Let's see, look at that. It's just so dumb. At least it doesn't stop their pathing entirely, though. Like, oh man, that's really annoying. But yeah, you know, I mean, I'll even have my leader just, if they get too far ahead, just walk. Let them catch up real quick, you know, it's fine. And right now they've got hurt legs, so that's one of the main reasons why they're so slow. But yeah, then just keep it up. And that way, you know, you're getting somewhere. You're keeping the movement going. And, you know, following the slowest person sometimes just doesn't cut it, you know. Sometimes you end up just walking, and it's not worth it, you know. Let that person walk, pick them up, whatever you got to do. You know, they'll eventually build up their skill. And if they get their asses beat, well, frankly, it's probably not actually that big of an issue unless you're in like cannibal territory. Then it's a big issue. Then they get eaten, then, you know, bad things happen, and it's just not good for anyone. But the cannibals, they tend to enjoy that kind of a situation. But yeah, I mean, most of the time, you know, people can run and they can get away from most threats. So as long as you're just moving as fast as you can, you'll probably avoid most threats. And you'll also level up quicker, everything like that. I mean, these aren't that dangerous of areas. Otherwise, I might be treating it a little more seriously. But like, you know, you saw even with those bone dogs. Like, yes, die, Aquanite scumbags. You won't take me alive again. I won't go back to Rebirth. So these guys think that we are a holy nation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select Jafar and Feck, because we'll be able to outrun these guys. But Jafar and Feck will do the fucking stupid thing of trying to fight anything that's hostile when they can actually run away from the things that are hostile. So I'll just continuously give them the order to go to where Zim is. And that way they won't fight things that are just dumb to fight. I don't have to micro it or anything like that. All I have to do is hold the right click button and make sure that my camera is locked on Zim. They'll take the fastest path to Zim they can. And I'm sure by the time they get there, there won't be anything more to fight. So they won't be stupid. And then Zim, I will have slow down because they're way behind. So as long as these guys are moving to this location, Christ, of course. Of course, we had to take the path that was right by the bandit camp. That's fucking brilliant. To the hub we go, Zim. And I'm just going to make sure I'm telling Jafar, in fact, not to engage, because it's a dumb idea. Nothing really all that good will come of it. Won't even get us that much experience, because we'll spend most of our time on the ground. Alright, and I am done moving. Zim, just do whatever the fuck. Jafar and Feck. Once everything allows me to, I'm just going to have them go here. Okay, cool. Feck. Screws him. Bodyguard. Dishwasher baby. Zim. Jafar, once your dumbass finally gets here. What the fuck is Feck doing? He's under attack? What are you doing? Dishwasher baby's over here. Yeah, he doesn't have anything to do. Alright, so what we need to do is get our smithing stuff ready. So that's going to be a leather tanning bench, which we're honestly probably not going to use just yet. The leather tanning bench, it will be used. But for now, I honestly don't have the skill that it takes in terms of fighting to go get the leather arm or the animal skins myself. So it's really just not worth it to try that. And it is very worth it to have him make that. And you, don't worry about Zim, stay next to Dishwasher baby. Alright, and so what that's going to do is it's going to make it so Dishwash baby goes and builds that stuff. Problem is, doesn't have the gear. Now, what is this? We have... We have a single bandit that decided that they were going to come fight us. So, wondrous. Abso-fucking-lutely wondrous. It's actually good. Christ, can you go on this side? Yeah, I mean, I keep shooting my own people here. It's good to build up the precision. But boy, is it annoying that they just, like, gather round? Like, I'm trying to shoot here, buddy. Like, can you not? Can you not just get in the fucking way? Like, please? This is gonna sting. Enjoy it while it lasts. And so, Jafar and Feck, I actually don't want these guys to get in fights. As much as I would like to have a strong crew, fact of the matter is, these guys just aren't going to be useful to me when they're injured. So, have you go there, have you go there. Alright, and you, sir, please come over here. Just what I was doing when we got distracted by that annoying fucking bandit that decided he needed to follow us all the way home. Let's see here. I don't know what all I need. I need iron plates, and more iron plates. Fucking perfect. Because that's what I got. And like I said, we'd be using all those. I told you. Wasn't really much of a point building a chest. Most of the time, by this time in a playthrough, I do have a chest built already. But also most of the time, I don't buy that little shack that's right by the other place. And also, I don't end up actually using that chest a whole lot either. So, and more fighting. Is it that same one? Yeah, it is that same one. So I don't need to worry about that. I will go ahead and just cop his gear. Those are definitely worth selling. Yep. That's all I really care about. Copping that gear. 3 out of 8. And he has 7 on him. So, yep, more than enough to build all the stuff that I need there. God, and I'm gonna have to send Zim or someone out again. You know what? I'm just gonna have Dishwasher Baby actually build that chest now. Because to be completely honest, it is really annoying. Not to have anywhere to put our shit. So, yeah, confirm that. You know, I really don't know why they have the metal chest. The metal chest just seems like an entirely useless item. Because the metal chest holds, like, you know, you can't stack anything in it. It holds, like, nothing. I just don't even know why you would build it except by mistake. That's the only time I've ever built it is by mistake. So, like, yeah, it seems really weird to me. So you need fabrics and you need leather. Right now all we can make is the trader's leathers and the rattan hat. But that will change actually pretty quickly. Terran's not injured or anything. He doesn't have any artificial limbs. He does have Orin following him. I'll have Orin follow Zim instead. And again, we're going to head up to Stack. In Stack, my goal is to buy... And Orin, you come here. In Stack, my goal is to buy... all that shit, I just don't care about any of it. And also, so whatever you can of that. Love it how it'll tell me shopkeeper can't afford that, but it's like the only fucking time I ever wanted to actually go into my inventory. Oh, God. Yeah, it's just some consistency. That's really all I want in that regard. It's just some damn consistency. Like, ugh. And you know what? I really would prefer that it be the way that it just was, where I have to tell it to go ahead and... But yeah, where I have to tell it to go ahead and put it in my inventory. I'd totally rather have that. Because I frankly don't want to have to put it in my inventory and then sell it. And at least I know of a consistent way to have it put in my inventory. Don't really know of a consistent way to have it sell directly to the shopkeep, which would be ideal. Yeah, and I know I could be putting armor on my people. I'm not too worried about it. it'll build toughness, and the enemies that we're fighting right now aren't. I mean, really, the main thing that I want armor for is to prevent losing limbs. And even dust bandits are very unlikely to take limbs off. It's just pretty damn unlikely. And unfortunately, I didn't notice he was running the wrong way the whole time. He already got to stack and then started running back. And this is why my characters all end up with a massive amount of athletics. I always start playing this game and then realize just how much I'm enjoying myself about 45 minutes in, which is usually about as long as I really should play. Fucking Christ. Sometimes the staying close thing really just is annoying. But I just don't want to reissue that order. So I'm just going to hold the right click here. Till 6. And it takes a minute, but whatever. You know, it's the easiest way to do it. There we go. The door's open now. Alright, that's not what I wanted at all. I need leather, but God damn it, these are all just trash. All of them. Fuck. Christ. I was really hoping I'd be able to get a leather turtleneck. What do we got? Drifter's boots. Yeah, no, not interested at all. Wow. And these guys aren't going to have anything that I want in terms of blueprints. If anything, wow, I'm actually kind of surprised by that. Until I have useful blueprints, I don't really think I'm going to have Jafar in fact doing anything. I was honestly under the impression it was going to be a lot easier to find the leather turtleneck. Yeah, probably the best thing to make at that leather tanning, or not the leather tanning bench, the leather armor bench, probably the best thing to make is going to be the dark leather shirt. That's the one. Sometimes it's so hard to just pull the information out of your brain that you're going for. And sometimes you may even hear it in my voice. You may even hear I'm getting almost frustrated with myself for not being able to pull those fucking words out of my brain. Like, I know what I'm trying to fucking say. I've got the picture right in my head. But for some reason, I'm just too focused on too many different things to really get that out. Alright, and off we go into this town here. I remember seeing, I don't know if it was here or if it was in a different town, but I remember seeing a clothing shop. There it is. These clothing shops, they're the ones who are likely to have the leather shirts and stuff. Yeah, leather turtleneck. There we go. Happy to buy that. Samurai cloth pants, also a really good one to start with. Everything else here is trash. I'll probably buy it later. Don't really have any cats left, so stack up on leather. And I'm sure that there's a merchant in town I can buy some leather and cloth off of. Initially, initially you don't make a whole lot of money off of manufacturing the clothing and stuff. Wow, there's no regular trader in town. That's a little strange to me, but whatever. Let time pass by. We're gonna run right by Stack again. And when we run by Stack, I'll have him go in. There's probably someone trying to attack him. Yeah, they're not fast enough. They think I'm a Holy Nation guy. I don't know why. Probably just because I'm contributing to their markets or something. Frankly, you can't blame them. They're hungry. They probably just want my food. Whatever food I have, which is none. But whatever. They don't know that. After all, I don't know what they have on them. And one thing that I like about Kenshi that's not true of a lot of games is that, you know, I've heard a lot of people kind of express this as well, that you're not special in Kenshi. Uh, Pretty much anything that the NPCs can do, so can you. And that goes for all of the NPCs, even the shops, like even the traders, you know. Pretty much everything that can be done in this game can be done by every character. Um, there's like a few exceptions, just, you know, like characters with a trait that allows them to eat characters when they're downed is one of the exceptions. Another exception being I mean, really, I think that's like the only exception. Honestly, everything else, you're the same. You're just the same. What I'm questioning here is if I should buy these research artifacts. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. There's not much of a point in not. And so I'm gonna have Oren go here. And I don't really care that Feck and Jafar are not doing anything. If they're sleeping, they're eating less of my food, which is quite useful, honestly. Sell all that, buy all the food. Katanas. Yeah, allow me to make the guardless katana. 10,000 cats. Yeah, it's unfortunate that I actually don't have enough for that. Quite surprising, really. Uh, but whatever. Whatever. Yeah, and Terran's just automatically gonna run back. I will watch him, just because there are some threats. And the fact of the matter is, if they don't have a move order, then they will just stop and get in a fight, and it's usually a dumb fight that they really shouldn't be getting into. We'll have Dishwashed Baby stop that. Terran can go ahead and drop some of this stuff to Dishwashed Baby. Alright, and what we're gonna do is have him come over here. We'll have Feck start first, and then Jafar second with the crafting. But come over here and just put as much of the materials in as I can. Any extras? I mean, really, really, we should just build these storages now. So in order to automate things, you need to build storages so that they'll automatically grab stuff from the storage. We'll put the fabric chest next to the thing there, and Let's see. God, it's so hard looking through this sometimes. Fuck. Where? Where? Skins. There we go. Yeah, sometimes I swear, like, I just don't even know. We're not going to probably have that many skins. And then leather. Again, we want the leather right close by that machine. Probably actually want 2 of the leather. Go. We don't have all the materials that are going to be required for that. Go ahead and put those in there for now, too. And have him actually come over here. And we're going to buy more building materials so that we can finish all that construction up. So all we need is building materials for all these things. Just 1 building material. Boom. There we go. And I think he'll even automatically just ditch this stuff, but I'm not sure. Once he doesn't have a job to do, he'll just ditch the gear. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and then Feck. Come here. I don't necessarily want him having a medic job. It doesn't much make a difference right now. And because I haven't queued anything up, he's not building, so we'll do those 2 and have him just kind of repeat it. For now, I don't expect any good results, really. He's terrible, but he'll learn quickly. And it should allow us to get some material created. Nicely enough. And unfortunately, Jafar doesn't have anything to do right now because we don't have any animal skins. It's something that I would like to fix, really, as soon as I can. The difficulty being that, yeah, that's it. I mean, it's not the kind of thing. So we've got the slavers here. Oh, yeah, I think we're fine, actually. They don't seem to remember that we were slaves. So that's great. That's great. We don't have to worry about that absolute bullshit. Oh, that was a weird noise. I don't know if you guys heard that as clearly as I did, but holy shit, that was a weird noise. Not quite sure what made it. Katanas. Yeah, I'm not really going to be using that right away, so I'm just going to not. And I mean, pretty much right now, I want to spend a lot of money on materials to build stuff, to put together armor, for a couple reasons. One of which that I do want my people to be armored, at least with stuff like leather shirts or something. That are more than shoddy grade. None of this stuff I want except for food. That is one thing that I came here for, so great. And she'll go stay close to Khalid. So that's nice. On that note, though, we kind of got things started. Wow, I forgot about that other one here. Zim, you're aimless because of the fact that we don't have any more copper resources to mine. I'm just gonna buy these. Can't afford them. What? Okay, there we go. That should do the trick. All right. Yeah, that one caught me a little off guard. I was like, what? And of course, I only have as much money as I started with. I'm not sure that these guys can even afford anything more, but we're gonna go check. And then I think I'm gonna have to leave it at that. With this, we'll go ahead and have them run over there. Then I'm gonna end this episode. But yeah, I really do hope the audio quality is a little better on this episode. I just barely listened to the audio quality for the previous episodes and made some changes there because it was just not acceptable. So let me know what you think, if you're even hearing this. And I do want to say thank you for showing up and listening. If you got this far, I will be putting out more, and keep me posted on any suggestions that you have. Also keep in mind, though, that a lot of this has already been recorded. Even after this, I'm probably going to record a few more episodes before I actually put it up on YouTube, mostly because I'd rather play than mix down the video, to be entirely honest. That's going to be the main reason. But yeah, keep at it. Let me know if there's anything that I can do, anything that you want me to do. And peace the fuck out. Have a great rest of your fucking day.